we're looking for the human work. And so we need to practice our perception to identify those human tasks. So I want you to think of a time, sometime in the last couple of years, a post-COVID time, when you got together with others in community and it was personally meaningful for you. And I want you to remember that time. You don't have to share it. I just want you to think of that experience where you were in community with others. It might have been that first time after lockdowns were done and you could finally see people, or it might be when a community was built up. But think about that time when people were gathered and you were a part of it and it was meaningful. And ask yourself if there's any aspect of the work that took place to create that experience that's something you could focus on in the next 5 years. In the middle of your workday, you might find yourself doing something that a robot could do. And I want you to alert yourself, hey, wait a minute, I could outsource this to a bot. If you have the time to figure out how to automate it and how to hand it off, it's good to do it right then. But what's really important is developing that habit of asking yourself moment to moment in your work, is this something I should do or a robot should do? We need to get better about that distinction. And people who were forced to get better at that were farmers. Farmers didn't become obsolete when the tractor was invented, but they didn't have to spend all their time digging ditches anymore. Instead, they became mechanics and supply chain experts and agronomists. So farmers didn't become obsolete, but the work changed. And what we're going to find in the next 5 years is that our work is going to be changing. When Cyrus McCormick invented the mechanical reaper, it replaced the labor of 15 men. But he had a really hard time selling it to farmers. They didn't want to buy it. He actually had to offer it for free for a season so that people could try it and see for themselves what kind of labor savings they got. And I feel like generative AI is in that same place right now, where people know it's an incredible boon to productivity, but they haven't jumped in yet. I found a way using Runway ML to illustrate yourself, and that was my voice narrating in there. And I feel like generative AI is in that same spot right now. That people know, yes, this is important and we need to upskill with it, but there's still some hesitancy behind it. And I think it's because we haven't figured out what is our work here. How do we do our work versus the robot work?